All right, I want to welcome you to this series. I have been involved in the martial arts for 50 years, and the issue is not going hands-on and getting into some sort of altercation physically, but one of the key features of self-defense is learning to avoid confrontation or learning to avoid areas where a person might be assaulted, which is not something we like to think about. All I want is for people to be safe and happy. I suppose the old Boy Scout motto kind of fits in here. Nobody wants to perpetuate violence. That is absolutely not what this is about. This is about avoidance. This is about prevention. This is about learning how not to be a target of someone who might take advantage of you. And worst case scenario, if it would come down to having to defend yourself, we will also touch on that. As an advocate for mental health, we have seen that people who are traumatized by assault may experience a deficit in their mental health for possibly the rest of their lives. With that said, avoiding such traumatic events in our life obviously will perpetuate better mental health. We will be covering about 5 different topics. One topic we will be discussing will be how to avoid being a target of assault. Another topic will be how to secure your home. Another will be how to be safe and secure while driving. We will also go into self-defense devices. And then also we will go into some hands-on things if you are ever grabbed or threatened with assault. So thank you. I trust you find this series very helpful. Please like this. Please plan to share it with others.
All right, I'm at Walmart. I'm going to show you how to exit the car. I tried to find a place with some space. I know that's not always possible around you. And then I always like to park next to the cart corrals. Notice I leave my doors are locked, so I'm going to turn the motor off. And I'm going to check both mirrors, or all three mirrors, make sure there's nobody behind me. I'm going to look around and make sure there's no one sitting in a car that might be up to no good. You especially want to look out for vans that maybe have tinted windows, as far as somebody that might try to force you in to a vehicle. Or then maybe a group of youth in a car, maybe the music could be playing, not to stereotype anybody, but that personally is what I would look at for. So I'm going to exit the car. And as soon as I get out, I'm going to make sure that I have my hands on my, lock your door, of course. I have my hand on my self-defense device, which today is going to be the noisemaker.
Simply pull the device from the ceiling to activate the very loud alarm.
Okay, so I look all around me, and then I go ahead and proceed. And just keeping an eye out. Don't be talking on your phone. Staying in open spaces as much as possible. And then we'll do this in reverse when I come out. Let me say this, if you, especially at night, if you're a lady or an elderly person, there's nothing wrong with someone helping you out or walking out with you if you're alarmed about anything. All right, I'm getting ready to exit. Okay, first thing you want to do is look to your sides. Make sure there's no one standing like in those places. Go over here. Check the lot. Keep your eyes ahead. Don't be talking on your phone. Don't be doing anything except for paying attention to what you're doing, and that is safely getting to your vehicle. Try to always remember exactly where you put your vehicle. Okay, I'm carefully looking into cars, see if they're occupied. All right. And have your keys in hand with your fob if you have a fob. And remain alert looking around. Okay. Now, if you have multiple items, all right, now if you have multiple items, okay, somebody just pulled up, so I'm watching them. And push this and unlock the back doors. I'm keeping my head up. Obviously, I'm a taller person, so that helps. And I don't have a lot of bags, so we're going to pretend. So if you can, fill your car from both sides. That way you can pretty much remain outside your car, avoid from sticking your head in the car, because that is when they'll pounce, is when you're not looking. So I will fill this side of the car and then bring my other things, either go into the back. If you have a vehicle that you can fill from the back, then that's what you want to do, or fill from both sides. But try to keep your head up and out. You know, the first thing you want to do as soon as you get in is lock the door. Okay. Now, if you're going to make a phone call, don't be in this one spot. If you need to make a phone call, go ahead and move, because if someone has already located your car and has been watching your car, then they're going to be close by. So if you're on the phone not paying attention, they would obviously have a chance to come up and do their deviance. But the main thing is to make sure your car's locked and that you're paying attention. All right, I've just arrived home. Check the front. Make sure you know your doors are ajar. I come in the back way too. Everything looked okay. Now I'm going to enter the garage. What you want to do is, of course, leave your car locked. Most garage doors have the safety sensors. So if your garage door would happen to go up when you're trying to close it, always keep after you enter the garage, make sure you check your side mirrors and your rear view mirror. Now that doesn't mean somebody couldn't crawl in on their hands and knees, but it's a little extra security. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the door down. Now if that door goes back up, you exit the garage immediately, because that might mean somebody entered the garage right as you tried to close it and the sensors kicked it back up. There's no sense in taking a chance that somebody might have entered the garage. So leave your doors locked. Go ahead and back out. Double check. If you don't feel safe, call the law. That's what they're for. All right.